Hi. Just wait. Gotta fix this. It's not working. You can see what time it is, but I say it always. It's nearly 6:30 Thursday night. Just wait, I'll just check that it is Thursday.
It is a dark age.
On the 20.
A bloody age. An age of war.
Oh, now it's gone. It's on the 26th
and we are
of
their
May, the
playthings.
5th month of 2016.
But this is no game.
And this is Total
It is
War.
ceaseless war. With the
Warhammer.
old world, it's
I'm going to start the
brass.
campaign now.
Many seek the path to victory.
I've already shown a
only
few
one
battles.
can stand glorious
And
over all.
I've worked out a few things that I didn't know when I first started.
From the Badlands come the orcs and goblins, a green tide of brutal creatures that must be stopped. In Sylvania, the dead rise again. The vampire counts march forth. The mighty dwarf kingdoms, long dead, are resurgent under their high king. And at the old world's heart stands the Empire. Karl Franz must prove worthy of the Warhammer.
You know, it's not quite
Then there
that
is
spectacular
chaos,
in the game
its
itself.
corrupting, changing taint,
When he
despoils
does
all
that.
before it. Only the strongest will endure.
Blue vein cheese is awful.
War is upon us. It is unending.
Yeah, let's just jump straight into it. By the way, my name's Michael. Oh. I'm not going to read it for you. I usually do that, but you're going to have to read it yourself. That guy has a griffin that's actually half tiger. It's not traditionally what griffins were. But that's awesome. By all means. The griffins originally were just half lion, half eagle. I always liked the idea of their front feet being the eagle's claws, because originally it was just the body of a lion with the head of an eagle and the wings, the head and wings of an eagle. But they became like the front quarters of an eagle and the hind quarters of a lion. And now that's a tiger. He's got the aspect of a tiger. Awesome, but not what I was used to. I'm not even sure if that's how what this what it says in the Warhammer, the original Warhammer books, which I don't like I don't own any of those. I have this big bumper book for Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40k, and I just bought Death Watch for 40k, and I also have an old role-playing book, Core Rules for Warhammer Fantasy as well. And from let's just change this here. From one of those second-hand bookshop stores, I bought the book for orcs and humans. Like they're separate. Where are they? They're right here. I also got the codex, the latest codexes for Tyranids, Dark Elder, and you know the Space Marines that led by Lehman Russ. Well, not Lehman, the guy that invented that tank. That tank, the Lehman Russ tank was named after. I have Warhammer Armies, the Empire, and Orcs and Goblins. Got them. There's in very good condition though, from a second-hand bookstore down south. More than about 10 years ago. But yeah, the Wolf Space Marines that like Viking wolfish. I forget what they're called exactly, but I gotta read this. Oh really? I didn't know that. They can go underground. They have an underground network of tunnels. Anyway, that book's gone missing. Well, I can't find it. I also got a book in painting the miniatures, but that's one thing I've never done. Imagine if they had Tyranids in the fantasy version. That would be interesting. Grudges, enemy axles. I don't know which I pick. I thought the gyrocopters are cool, yeah. Alright, I didn't have a look at this. Slayers. Really, I hardly ever use them. I know they sound cool, but they got the steam tank. Demigryph Knights. I don't get it that the Empire don't have flying units. Their only flying units are unicorns, and that doesn't seem right. It seems like one of those bullshit things that they just put in to maybe get young girls interested in this game. I don't know, or certain types of boys. Pegasus, like, I prefer the dragons and and the griffins. They're awesome. But this a demigryph is actually it's like a griffin without the wings. Oh, actually, it might even be half, like head of the eagle and body of the horse instead of the lion. I think. I'm not sure. Like, I think Wait a minute. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Empire leader does have the Deathclaw, the Griffin. So I got that wrong. Yeah. And Britannia have I'm not sure. I think Britannia have the they had the Pegasi. But the Empire just have these Demigryph. Which I don't see the point of really, but I really don't go for the mounted units unless they're flying. I don't know how to use them properly. Still reading this. Yeah, I think it's Britannia that have the Britannian leader can fly a Hippogriff, which is what I said. What is it's like the front quarters of a griffin, including the head, and the back quarters of a horse. But it also has the wings. Might be it might be able to move faster because it's half horse. The half large cat one is a lot stronger or more durable. I'm not too sure. Otherwise, you'd expect a half. Why not a half? If they're going to mess around with that, then why not have a half elephant, half eagle, or bear? Just a bear, half. Well, they do have owlbears. That's in Dungeons and Dragons. Owlbears, they don't actually fly. They just like a bear with the head and claws of an owl, like the talons of an owl on its claw hands. Let's check out the greenskins. They have a giant Dune Diver catapult and Karanarok spider. I haven't used the spider, the Lord unit. Yeah, they have the Lord units and then they have the hero units. And the Lord units are like they can't be duplicated. They're like one and only. They're one of a kind units, and the hero units are you can duplicate them, but they cost a lot. You can like keep buying and putting them on your roster, army roster, and you can also buy mounts for them if they ride mounts. So I worked that out last night. I was happy to have my vampire accounts, like the vampire lords, riding one of them. Well, two of them rides on a dragon, and one of them rides on a nightmare. A nightmare is a flying. It's an undead flying horse that I thought would leave a trail of fire, but it doesn't. It flies. It's kind of skeletal. And there's also the Hellsteed, which is basically a demonic horse. The orcs, they have a wyvern that the leader can fly on. Well, wyvern's like a dragon, except it's smaller and more smelly. And it doesn't have the front limbs. It just has wings and the back legs. And a long tail with a sting on it, but I'm not sure if it's like that in this game. I'm just giving you the Dungeons & Dragons description. You can also run on a ball, but I haven't tried that yet. There's also dwarves don't have mounts. One of them is carrying on a chair. Here's the grudge bearer guy. Thorgrim, I think his name is, and I already told about the two human factions. Imperium and the Imperials and Bretonnians. The Bretonnian that rides a hippogriff. I forget its name, but the guy, I forget his I think of the Imperials, or the Bretonnians sound French, and I don't know, the Imperials, they're kind of like the Russians, but I thought that they'd be more like the Romans. The Bretonnians be more like the English, well, not the English, but the Scots and the Irish. But yeah. What else? There's Chaos. I'm not sure what they have for mounts. I don't think. What's so special about Chaos? They have like basically they have demonic, like they have Chaos Giants and Chaos Trolls. Like the Orcs, Greenskins can buy just Giants and Trolls, but I'd have to check that out later. Wearing Greenskins, maybe? I'm just reading this quickly. Yeah, there's also goblins. I like the night goblins, they're cool. There's also a night goblin lord that is a spellcaster, and he's pretty cool. I like his outfit. He's got this pointy hood and a little staff. He's got some cool abilities. Oh, they can also dig underground tunnels too. Wow. Wow. The Warp ability is it can spawn a allied army. That's cool. Vampire counts. They're like the humans. They can only capture territory owned by humans, not orcs or not greenskins or the wolves. Likewise, the humans can only capture territory owned by themselves or the vampire counts. Yeah. Strong. What's this? X-rays. Yeah. They're like, I think they're mounted like they're, like the Banshees. They're mounted. This thing is interesting. It's like, some sort of flying monster, undead flying monster, like those creatures from, Lord of the Rings, the Ringwraiths. A Vargoth, I don't know what it is. It's like a grounded bat thing, but it's huge and fast. Oh, I think it is fast. They seem to move slow. I use zombies because they're cheap, but they're not very good. Skeletons are interesting. Karl Franz, yeah, he's the leader of the Empire. Well, not the Empire, but the faction that seems I think they're more like the Russians, like the medieval Russians. And the Bretonians are like the medieval French. I was comparing them to Monty Python, that Monty Python Holy Grail French knight who was taunting the King Arthur. All the living may pay tribute. Yes. Yeah. And why is it chaos? What have they got? Chosen Hell Cannon, Chaos Giant. How is that different to the yeah, it's the exact same thing, I think. Unbreakable, Doomfire. Oh, it's good. No. Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly the same. It's just got it just looks really badass compared to the giant though. What's easy? Who wants to go normal? I think I'll start with the humans. But I'm going to read about the yeah, they don't like to use missile weapons, I guess. But they've got the Hell Cannon. Oh yeah, so I was using, they got these dragon units, Uber units that are dragon ogres, something like that. They're really centaurs. Wow. I was just, I didn't. That's cool. This guy, he looks like the dude from Warcraft who turned evil. He's a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. Yeah, they have other. He's a special unit. They have others like him, and they march around and just bash everything out of the way, and they have lightning playing over them. And I'll just go back here. I'll go start with the humans and see what happens. This is Emperor Karl, friends. Oh yeah. They can't use mounts. This guy has a mask. I always thought he was strange. Wow. Wow, hello. That's interesting. I've never seen that. They didn't do that for the other guys. They're doing that. Balthazar Galt. Oh, sorry it's taken so long. I just took a whiz. Let's have a look at the wolves. Thorgrim Grudgebearer. This is the guy that is carried around on a throne by 4 of the wolves. I guess they're called throne bearers or grudge throne bearers. He carries around a book with a list of all the grudges he's recorded against him and his fellow dwarves. Look at the mighty axe he has. Well, this guy is a slayer. The slayer leader. You can tell by his mohawk. Well, they've only gone with 2. Each one has 3 or 4 lords each side, but they've only gone with 2 of them, which is kind of disappointing. They will have hawk. Yeah, there's some nice axes there. Grimgor Ironhide. Well, that just says it all, really. Azad the Slaughterer. Look at his eyes. Skullmantra. Yeah, that's his wyvern melt. I was talking to you about this with him before. He's got some sort of, it's like one of those Asian, oh no, it's like a giant scimitar. Or an axe. There's an axe there. I don't know what that is. It's just a, oh no, it's just a falcon. Or, Manfred Boncarstein. Yeah, this guy can cast vampiric spells and genuine undead spells, corrupted undead spells. He's got the Vargulf. What happens if I... And this guy here, he reminds me of Gandalf. Look at the way he's dressed. But he's just a bit more badass. And aside from that, he's not really that interesting. Heinrich Kemmler. He sounds like a German. So they really are Northern Europeans. Master of the Law of Vampires, powerful wizard. He doesn't get a mount though, which I thought was disappointing. Ah. That's interesting. Yeah, I was thinking if Warcraft wasn't established, Warhammer might have got more love earlier on, and perhaps even a film, because the Warcraft film is out next month, I hear. There was a Warcraft 40, a Warhammer 40k film about the Blood Angels. No, the guys that wear blue, the Space Marines that wear blue. I'm not sure what they're called, and they land on a world to attack to investigate a chaos ruins, and they lose a lot of their men. It's interesting to watch if you can find it. I had to order mine through the website, but it never made it to the big screen. It's more like a short movie, so. Okay, I have to go back and read about them again. This guy's well known. I was just thinking that there is some similarities between Warcraft and Warhammer, but and Lord of the Rings, and of course you'd expect that stuff to happen and not be too much of a problem. But that vampire lord, Manfred, he reminds me of the demon lord from Warcraft 3. I think he was he's just a demon lord, but he's kind of bald and pale. He reminds me of Raceland from Dragonlance, who had a golden face. He was like, it was part of the mark of the trials, the wizard trial he took. And hourglass eyes, pupils, hourglass-shaped pupils for eyes. So he sees everything as it is and as it will be. He sees death everywhere. The most intelligent person in the party there, and he eventually he started out wearing red robe. I think he was wearing red robes